So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's the whistle.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Cannavaro clears without hesitation. Pass is just off target. Maldini. Can he get it through? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Dani Olmo, and he shoots! Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Neymar. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for a runner. That's a throw. Well, that is one way to stop him. Neymar. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Neymar. Rummenigge. He has a look up. Vitz. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Neymar. And this is Bergkamp. Dani Olmo. Madrid are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though. Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And it's Maldini. Tries one from range! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Rashford. No way through. Rummenigge, the man we've all come to watch. Marquinhos. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Substitution.
What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
That has not gone well. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That is good alertness. And it's Wirtz. Tries to pass it through. Thinks about the shot. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great vision. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
White. It is a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. Rivaldo plays it short. Bernardo Silva is there to clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan gets it away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Very nicely done. Maldini gets a foot in here. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Bergkamp. Knocks it into space. Valverde.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Not a hint of offside here. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
That's it. There will be time for no more.